Have you ever stumbled upon a story that seems really simple at first glance, yet while you read it, by the end of it, it is so profound, it stays with you long after you are done reading it? The book that I'm going to talk about today, The Goat Thief by Parimal Murugan, is not a very popular, your every run of the mill book. It is a piece of translation from Tamil literature, and it is also not a very pretty book, but yet the people who want to understand different cultures, who want to understand things from a different viewpoint than their own, than what the materialistic world we are so engaged in all the time, this is going to be the book for you. And it's a short and simple story, yet it holds so much emotion in the simplicity of just living everyday life and also being grateful for it by the end of it. So hold tight. This is going to be a wild ride, and I'm going to jot down the reasons why you should also pick this one. And I hope when you do, you like it as much as I did all these years. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pooja at A Book by the Window. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are reading good. You know the drill here. If you're a new subscriber, I'm going to welcome you with warm hugs and a lot of love, because as much as we like talking about books, this is also a very safe space for you to discuss what are your honest, genuine thoughts about this book or any other book. If you're an old subscriber tuning in for this week's video, I welcome you back here. I honestly love your support, all the comments, all the feedback. I try to read them all. And this channel is growing, but I will still just be very grateful for your support, because I'm trying to get this channel monetized as soon as possible. I also have a main channel where I talk about my struggle with mental health, what I do other than just talking about books, and running, fitness, travel, all that shebang is going to be in the description box below. Also, my Instagram is going to be in the description box below. With that self-promotion out of the way, we're going to dive straight into this very beautiful, very small, a book that you can just pick up over the weekend and yet be feeling that you did a lot. There's a lot that happens in the book. There is a lot that gives you to take home, to think about, and we'll just dive right into it. Grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, bringing you this review straight from my home in India. Let's get started. This is a collection of 10 short stories, which at first glance just looks like everyday mundane stories in rural India. The story is set in Tamil Nadu, so we are seeing this from the context of everyday life in rural Tamil Nadu. But as you will go along this journey, as you will continue reading, you will understand that Parimal has this very beautiful, genius style of writing where he brings impact, brings value, everyday things that we experience and so often overlook. And all of these experiences comes with their own share of emotions and trials and tribulations in your head. And this is what the book encapsulates. Certainly does try to encapsulate raw human emotions and complex social dynamics around. While these stories are set in a similar backdrop, you will see that each of these stories have a world of its own, because all of these emotions and complex social rituals around them are also very different. They have a world of their own. The stories are centered around ordinary people, their struggles, their desires, and the small joys that make life very meaningful. There is this goat thief, a man who is obsessed with chair, a household upside down by a small power cut. All of these sound simple, right? All of these are things that we have seen growing up or even now. Simple, mundane fights, struggles, and thoughts, wishes, hopes about everyday life. But what is more beautiful is Murugan's writing that brings to life these seemingly ordinary moments and makes them extraordinary. Let me give you a taste of what these stories are about without giving too many spoilers. The title story, The Goat Thief, is about a man who steals goats. Now, you might think it is just a story about theft, but in reality, it turns out to be so much more than that. It is about survival, desperation, and the weight of guilt. The tension builds slowly, and by the end of it, you just feel like you are on this emotional roller coaster that's taking you for a ride. Another one of my favorite is Shit, a very hilarious but thought-provoking story about a man who spends his morning looking for a place to defecate. It's quirky and funny, but it also highlights the struggles that people go through living in poverty, grappling with the loss of basic necessities. Then there's this story, The Well, which is a seemingly beautiful and haunting story about this fascination of a young boy with a well, which ultimately leads to something darker. This fascination, this pull, this spell that is spun around him. It is airy and filled with quiet tension, like something bad is always lurking beneath the surface. Talking about the various themes and the writing style in the book, one of the things that I absolutely love about Perumal Murugan's writings is his ability to make the ordinary seem extraordinary. He writes about everyday life in rural Tamil Nadu, and even though the settings are humble, the experience and emotions feel universal to everyone. The stories in The Goat Thief touches themes like poverty, survival, fear, guilt, and human relationships. And even though these situations are specific to rural India, the feelings that Murugan explored, anxiety, desire, loneliness, are things that all of us can very well relate to. Also, what makes Murugan's writing stand out is his craft with restraint. He never over explains, and yet you are bound to feel very deeply with the words that he is presenting to you. It's that subtlety, that art of saying a lot with little words, that makes his work so impactful. Talking about the characters in the book, Murugan's characters are very real. They are not hero or villain of the story. They are just people minding their business, trying to go on with everyday survival. There is a certain sense of raw honesty that he is trying to portray in each of these characters. Take the goat thief, for example. He's not a criminal, he's not a mastermind. He's just a man who is desperate to get by and earn some living, even by unfair means. Or the man from shit, who is a seemingly innocuous man, but he's just trying to take control of his life when there is a lack of even basic necessities, living under poverty. All of these are real people. All of these are people who are trying to just get by in the little things that they are awarded in their lives. Every character feels lived in, like they can step out of the book and have a conversation with you any minute. And I would like to agree that that is what makes the characters resonate with you so much. For me, this book had a personal impact long after I was done reading it. It's not just what happens in the story, it is about how all of these characters and the stories and the narratives makes you feel. As I said, what is particularly moving is how it takes simple examples from everyday life and turns them into something very extraordinary, something that is very deeply emotional to you, that is in your subconscious. You never address those feelings in a quest for survival, but when you're faced with those emotions, albeit in the way of someone else's stories, you are bound to take something back home, a feeling that is also weird in your stomach, a feeling that feels like any time that anxiety will build up, but also in the end, you're left with hope and knowing that we as humans come across similar kind of problems, and some sense of solidarity in knowing that everyone is going through similar struggles, even in the innocuous, simpler moments of everyday life. It is these quiet, unspoken moments that give so much depth the narrative and the characters in the stories. I found myself rooting for these characters. I wanted them to overcome their everyday struggle, and by the end, I was able to understand how life's hardship shaped the course of our destiny. For my final thoughts about The Goat Thief, do I recommend it? Absolutely. That is why I am here talking about this book all these years ago. At the time when I read it, I gave it a 4 star, not more than that, because I felt it is not a very deeply impacting story. Now that I'm saying this, it feels almost contradictory. But at the time, I feel these were a lot of mundane stories. And I remember I've also read One Part Woman before that. I found that one by Perumal Murugan slightly better than this one, because One Part Woman is an amazing book. This also takes the cake for being an offbeat book about different stories. And now that I am sitting down to finally review this book, I feel the need to pick at least one story from the book. Having said that, do I recommend it? Of course, I do. There are very few books that talk about the tales of the land, and this is just my attempt to recommend more books from the land where I come from. And having a medium like English makes us being able to understand different cultures better, because we all cannot understand or learn all the languages. And that is the beauty of words, that is the beauty of books. I hope you get to pick this one up. I hope you get to buy this book. I hope you get to get this book as a gift, whatever you fancy. But I do hope you read it. And I will leave you with one of my favorite quotes from the book that goes something like this: The thief was not afraid of getting caught. He was afraid of the night sky, the stillness, the silence that pressed on him from all sides. With that said, we are at the end of this video. If you like this video, like it. If you feel there is someone in your friends and family circle who could benefit from this book, share it with your friends and family. Comment down below if you have already read this book or what you liked about this review about this book. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I come up with book related videos every week. And I'm also going to leave an affiliate link about this book. So if you're thinking of buying this book, I would highly appreciate if you can go to my link and buy it from that. If not, then that's also fine, perfectly fine. I do hope you get around to reading this book sometime soon. And when you do, please comment down below if you went about reading this book based on my recommendation. I almost do get a certain sense of validation from it. I feel very heartwarming. I feel very good when that happens. So make sure you do that. Remember me if you are able to read this book. That is it for today. I'll take your leave for now. We'll meet again next week. Until then, happy reading.